Hello Bellydance princesses and princes. I'm Magnolia, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how I made this Bellydance eye look. It's a neutral eye look so it can match with any color costume that you have. So if you'd like to see how I created this eye look, then please keep watching. So to start off, I'm going to take a white eyeshadow and put it all over my eyelids. The eyeshadow that I'm going to use is by NYX and it's called Frostbite. I'm going to take an e.l.f. brush. This is the blending eye brush. So I'm just going to take a good helping here of this eyeshadow and then apply it all over the eyelid. I'm using this as my eyeshadow base, which helps make everything else easier to blend. Next step is I'm going to take a light brown color. What I'm using here is a eyeshadow palette by e.l.f. It's called Tantalizing Taupe, and I'm going to take this first brown color on the top, put it on a little tiny brush, and I'm going to use this light brown to mark out where my eyeliner is going to end and also the outer V that I'm going to use for my eyeshadow. So I start here at the end of the eyelashes and I just go up towards the eyebrow, and then I take it up and create a crease with it. I take this a lot higher than my actual crease, just to help create some more depth in the eye. And then I take that color and then blend it down. And again, blend it through that outside part of my eyelid there, making a little V shape. Okay, now I have both outer corners. Now I'm going to take the darker shade here on the bottom and I'm going to repeat the process. So the lighter part is just the start of creating that outer V and shading, and then I darken it up slowly and start to blend it. You'll notice that I'm not taking any of the shading past the middle part of my eye, because if I do take it too deep in with the dark color, it's going to make my eye look hooded and heavier, so I always leave it here on this outer corner. Next, I'm going to take a Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette. I'm just going to use the black out of it. This palette is called Don't Steal My Thunder, and I just take a little bit to start out because this shadow is pretty dark. And it's easy to add more shadow as you go, but it's harder to take it away. So I just go a little bit at a time. I'm also going to line the top of my eyelid with the black eyeshadow. We take a little more black eyeshadow and we're going to add it to the under part of the eyelid, but I'm not going to go past the middle of my eye. After the black eyeshadow is added to the under part of the eyes, I'm going to take this liquid eyeliner by Wet n Wild and line the top of my eyelids and make a wing that goes and follows this V that I created with the eyeshadow. I tend to make my eyeliner line pretty thin on the top lash just to help create a more open eye look. I don't want my eyes to look very hooded and heavy, so I make the line kind of thin. And I'm going to start on the outside and then bring it in. And there you can see the eyeliner with the wing. Like I said, it's not a very thick line. I don't want the eyes to look heavy. I want them to look open and bright and sultry. Next step is to take this eyeliner pencil. This is by Wet n Wild. It's a black and brown color, number 692A. I'm going to use this to go over the eyeshadow on the bottom and just line only up to the middle of the eye. So the bottom eyeliner is on. Next step is the fun part. We're going to add all of the glitter. And I like to use a trick for this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Wet n Wild liquid silver glitter eyeliner. This is their Fantasy Makers line, so the stuff you see out for Halloween and holiday sets. And this is called Monsters Disco Ball. I'm going to use this glittery eyeliner and put it all over the lighter part of my eyelid where I want any sparkle to go. This is going to be a good sparkly base. And then while this is still sticky, I'm going to take their loose glitter, the Wet n Wild loose glitter. This is confetti. And then I'm going to take my ring finger and pat that on top of the wet eyeliner. Adding it all over the eyelid, wherever I want glitter to be, all the way to the inner corner of the eye. Go up. While this is still wet, I'm going to take the confetti, dip my pinky in here, get a little bit, tap the excess, and then apply that on top of the wet eyeliner. And you can see there how much glitter that gives you, how much sparkle it gives the eye. Now I'm going to kind of look down and wait for it to dry. Next, take a fluffy brush and dust away any of that excess glitter that's fallen onto your cheeks. Having a little bit on your face is fine. It adds a little bit of a highlight and sparkle. But we don't want too much left over on the cheeks. Last step is I'm going to go back to my black eyeshadow and I'm going to just darken up this outer edge here. Just to make sure this outer edge is a little darker. We're just going to take this on a fluffy brush and blend it in. You can see there's a difference between this eye and this eye when I do that. And there you have it. This is my neutral go-to eye look for Bellydance. It matches with any costume, so it's really just easy, just your go-to eye look. And I do want to point out that all the products that I've used are cruelty-free and inexpensive. I used e.l.f., Wet n Wild, and NYX only in this. Don't let anyone make you feel bad for not using high-end, the most expensive makeup. All you need is the makeup that works for your face and your style and the look that you're going for. A lot of drugstore brands have good products. Some are hits and misses. You know, e.l.f., I'll be the first one to say that e.l.f., some of their products really aren't that great and aren't worth purchasing, but some of them are, just as good as more expensive products. And there's thousands of videos on YouTube showing, $5 makeup looks or dupes for high-end stuff. So it's definitely possible you can do these looks with cheaper makeup for sure. So I just wanted to make sure that I said that because I have had people tell me before when I started out with belly dancing a few years ago, people told me you have to buy this makeup and this makeup and this makeup, and it was an issue for me because first of all it's expensive, and second of all a lot of them do animal testing. So it took me a while to go out and test out different brands, look up what was the best, look up tutorials. You can have a professional glam belly dance sparkly look without spending a ton of money and without supporting animal testing. So I'm gonna link all the products that I use down in the description box below so you can check them out for yourself. And if you have any cruelty-free brands that you like to use that you found are really good, feel free to share them in the comments below so I can check them out too. If you enjoyed this tutorial and you want to see more performance videos and instructional videos, please subscribe to my channel. I post a new video every single week. So thanks for watching.